and welcome to another wonderful podcast on this very special, but not that special, E3 coverage Stratus Gaming Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Robbie Robb, and joining me in the other square, as usual, is the beautiful, the wonderful, the Vapor himself, Ant Core. Ant, how you doing?
Pretty good. Chilling, tired.
Yep. Oh,
It's kind of hot today, so I'm
yep.
drained.
Oh, yes. Honestly, like the heat is starting to get into the living room now. Every other room, for the most part, has air conditioning,
Yeah,
except the living room.
yeah.
So it's like, it's either I
That's
have the
weird
back.
that your living room doesn't have AC.
Oh, but we have portable air conditioning units.
Oh, you have it everywhere, yeah, but you don't have one. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Don't you have central air? I was like, that's weird.
No.
You have central air everywhere, but in the living room.
Yeah, it'd also be pretty cool to have central air in a apartment.
Apartments do.
But with that though, oh God, yeah, it's been a good last week. E3 started.
It's
Uh,
over now.
Yep, it's pretty much over now. Most of the shows were but there were a couple that I kind of enjoyed. I know one of my favorite ones was the Xbox conference, and if you want to watch that,
Yep, I think.
you can watch it live over at YouTube right now. Just look up
Yeah,
Addictive Nerds.
everyone. Oh, yep. Everyone's pretty much saying that the Xbox had the standout show.
Hmm.
Really good pace, but yeah, you can go watch that on the channel or on YouTube, whatever the link is.
Yep, yep. Just look up Addictive Nerds React. Cause
Where's
yeah,
everything at?
because it's more than just Stratus Gaming, even though it was just us two.
Yeah.
In itself, it's just like the Addictive Nerds cast reacting to stuff. But the good
lost
news
my doc.
is, since the show is over, we have our topic of the show being, what was our favorites of the show that we enjoyed. But that's of course later in the show after we talk about the news. But before we get to the news, Ant, have you played anything?
No, I couldn't. My computer wasn't working.
Yep, because you were replacing your motherboard. The motherboard they
Yeah.
sent you was a used one that was sealed up, which motherboard boxes aren't really sealed.
Yeah. So then I broke the CPU. Then I fixed the CPU.
Yep.
Then I had to wait for a new motherboard.
Yep.
And that finally came. And then now the computer, it's on. It's working. I just gotta get most of the bubbles out, and then I can throw it back in the server rack.
Yep, and by bubbles you mean for the hardline loop.
Yeah. For the loop. So
Yep.
it's coming along.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's wire management day. I'm cutting all the zip ties off, and I'm redoing it all.
Oh, good luck.
I probably shouldn't do it. I probably should wait until because I bought the Thunderbolt adapter, so I just have to buy a dock and a cable.
Yep. I'd say wait
So.
for that, but you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
But I will say my favorite thing though is the picture you sent me of your streaming PC. With the
Oh yeah, it's hacked up.
oh,
Because
it's hacked up. It is a jank mess, and I love it.
so the easiest way to fix that is to buy another motherboard.
Yep.
Because if I can get if I got a higher end micro ATX board, I can get two 16X slots.
Yep.
But that doesn't really solve all my problems. If I do that, I would have to go to an APU and lose 2 cores. Do I want to lose 2 cores?
Well, that's if you want to use the APU you already have, the 2400G, right?
Yeah.
You could just get one of the newer APUs.
I mean, the 3400Gs aren't much of an improvement. It's like a 10%. So what's the point of buying
No,
those? And the new ones aren't out yet.
I mean, you can still pick them up off of eBay and whatnot.
I mean, I looked, Rob. You know how much the Ryzen 5 one is?
About 400, 500?
Yeah, not paying that. That's way too much.
Well, I mean, it is pretty much MSRP of the CPU plus having a graphics chip in there.
Well, no, the problem is because they don't cost that much. They released the pricing of them
Yep.
because they're going to sell them. But the problem is, people right now have to buy PCs and pull them out. So that's what they're charging you all that money for.
Mhm. Now, the question is, how much is the 4750G? If you wanted to pick that one up.
Well, no, they have the 5700Gs coming out
Yep. But I mean,
right now. It's 600, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, the 4750G, which is, it's Zen 2 at least, and
yeah,
which is more than enough, and it is also 8 core, 16 threads, and only for 400.
I mean that's too much, Rob.
True.
I can just, if it really came down to that, I could literally just build a whole new, get an Intel build.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because I can get like an i5 for 200 and a motherboard for like $100. Done.
True. However, this is still using the equipment you already have.
Well, I'll still have to buy something, so, like, you know.
Yep.
But, alright, I'll continue.
I mean, one thing versus, multiple things.
Yeah. It works now. I figured it out. I still can keep my 3600 in there, 3600X, with my GT 1030.
Yep.
But it doesn't need any GPU power.
Nope. It really doesn't. But with that, though, I know I haven't played that much either in this last week. I played a little bit of Sea of Thieves on xCloud after the announcements at the Xbox showcase of a pirate's life coming. But, like, I only just got on a boat, floated around, played instruments, and got some deeds done by just sailing the seas.
Yeah.
Then I played a little bit of Mass Effect Andromeda. Not too much of that game. A little bit of Days Gone. But the big one that I've been putting a lot of time into, that Stella is my wife, personally loves as well, is a little game from an indie company called Death Stranding by Kojima Productions.
You play the worst games.
Dude, I am, like, so in this game now. Like, I got the game on PlayStation 4. And, like, I played a bit of it, but it just being dedicated on my TV, like, it wasn't necessarily the greatest thing. Plus, it locked at, I want to say, 30 at 4K. Also wasn't that great either. It wasn't even. It's not even real 4K. It's that checkerboard.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
But the cool thing is that Death Stranding is also available on GeForce Now. So you can get some of that DLSS going if you wanted better performance, but still the game looked fine. Which I want to give that a test at some point after I start my job again on this Saturday.
Oh yeah, you're finally going back to work, so that's good.
Oh, it is. It's 100% good. Because I'm finally going to have money again.
Okay, so you want to get into the news? Have you played anything? Because, like I said, I haven't played shit.
Well,
so you played Death Stranding. I know you said that. Have you played anything else?
Let's see. Poker Night. Poker Night 2.
Oh yeah, I remember you played some of that. Yeah.
And Operation Tango. I was playing with Kyle a little bit with Operation Tango because.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, it is fully crossplay, so I could play it on my PC. He can play it on PlayStation 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was on PC.
Oh, it is. And luckily, you can just download the demo and just get somebody on PlayStation 5 to play it.
Oh, nice.
Yep. But with that, though, yeah, really not that much more that I've played in the last week.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
It has been a busy week. But with that, you know what is busy? Amazon. Amazon has been busy with Amazon Luna because, ladies and gentlemen, we have an actual Amazon Luna news. Amazon's game streaming service Luna is opening access to all Prime members June 21st and 22nd. With that, you can also get a free 7-day trial to play from Windows, PC, and mobile.
Yeah, the controller's also on sale for Prime Day.
Yep. Is it cheaper than what it's been? Is it cheaper than $50 or?
I think it's like 30% off, so it might be still $50.
Yep.
I know it's $80 with a 4K Fire Stick.
Yep. Yep, that's what it's reading here. Because Amazon is opening up access to its game streaming service to all Prime members on June 21st and 27th, which is Amazon's Prime Day. Previously, the test out Luna, you had to request access or sign up from a supported Fire TV device. But for this limited time only, all Prime subscribers in the mainland US will be able to start a 7-day free trial of Luna right away. Which, honestly, enjoy 7 days of playing some games on with the Luna subscription, Luna Plus.
Yeah.
But in all reality, though, I say get the $15 Ubisoft Plus. It's 1,000 times better than most of the games that are on Luna Plus.
Yeah, I agree.
And as we'll get into a news story later on, Like, there's a lot of great games coming to like Stadia and Luna through Ubisoft Plus. But enough about Luna, because really not too much actually there. Let's go into Guardians of the Galaxy is coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, this is not the Telltale game that I think is canceled. This is the newly announced Square Enix game from Eidos Montreal, famous for the Deus Ex series. But the reason why we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy here is because this game is going to be one of the, similar to how Control and Hitman 3 are, as they're going to be cloud streaming Guardians of the Galaxy to the Nintendo Switch. That way they're able to kind of have that same release dates as Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. Which makes it pretty nice for that game. I was about to say, if they did a native port for the Switch, there's no way that this game could be good. Because, like... Yeah,
let's see...
Go ahead.
Oh, continue. No, I was going to say, let's see how well it plays, because Hitman 3 on a Switch doesn't play well.
Yep.
And that's also the cloud gaming.
Yep. But, I mean, this game, from what I see, looks jank. It's jank AF, being in this, like, third person versus first person of, you know, the Deus Ex series. Which, I don't... Plus, characters, slightly different than what we're familiar with in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But that's fine. We're kind of used to that with the Avengers, which also got an announcement of DLC, of course, War for Wakanda, what they've been promising since the game launched, that it was coming. And they pushed it back, too, for that. But, yeah, I'm interested to see how this game goes along.
Yeah.
And before I continue, going back to the Amazon news story, that was from The Verge, from James Vincent. And this article is from Engadget, from Igor Bonifacic. But, yeah. Honestly, we're just getting through today because we're both tired. We don't have
100%.
ACs. We don't have ACs in our room. Do you have AC in there now?
Well, no, I have the portable one. Right now, the tube fell out, so I turned it on.
Yeah, so it's really going to heat up in there relatively quickly.
100%.
Yep. So with that, we'll let this show kind of go nice and quick, because in number 3, Microsoft announces the Xbox TV app and its own xCloud streaming stick. This is from The Verge, from Tom Warren, which, honestly, I'm all for, because
100%.
Yes, because Microsoft is working with TV manufacturers to make an Xbox app available on devices soon. The software giant is planning to bring its Xbox Game Pass service to TVs through its xCloud streaming service, opening up more ways to get Xbox games. This is available on both an app on TVs and with Microsoft's own dedicated streaming stick. Spencer also hinted at Microsoft's own streaming stick last year, something Microsoft says will now appear soon. We're also developing a standalone streaming device that you can plug into a TV or monitor, so if you have a strong internet connection, you can stream your Xbox experience, reveals Hammering. But yeah, like, honestly, I'm glad it's finally getting a wider release than Android and its web apps.
Yeah.
But like,
I hope this comes out soon.
Yep.
Because I would 100% just pick one up. Especially if it's like, the stick is sub $60.
Yeah.
I'll pick one up 100%.
But if it's already on a stick you already own, like a Chromecast with Google TV or whatnot. I know you don't have the Chromecast.
Oh, yeah, I don't want any of that. I gotta go buy one. I keep saying I was going to do it, never did it.
But the only question is, Bluetooth on TVs and other devices
don't
really
work that well.
Yeah. Especially on this Google TV that I have. Like, it's subpar at most for Bluetooth. That's why I love what Stadia is doing with the bridge mode, where you connect your Bluetooth to your phone, and then the phone connects to Wi-Fi to connect to this Chromecast, which honestly is 1,000 times better than just straight Bluetooth in this case, because phone Bluetooth's better than what you get in these streaming sticks. But, yeah, as we're getting through these news, like, we're just going right into them.
Yeah.
This could be a sub 30-minute show.
I mean, that's fine.
Yep.
It's not like we barely do that. Normally we're like 45 minutes to an hour, so like 30. It's okay.
Yep. I know. It's getting hot, and when we get our ACs working in these rooms, we might go a little bit longer. But I know we've also been tired from this last week. So going into story number 4, Stadia's optimized 720p streaming cuts data use in half. This is from Ben Shun over at 9 to 5 Google. So Stadia's web app is rolling a new mobile data optimized 720p tier. Which the new tier is the same as the mobile users have had access for some time, but is now being extended to those playing on the web app. And the biggest thing here is that Google just announced that this new streaming tier is actually for the iOS gameplay in mind. For Stadia for iOS has now officially left the experimental stage. So you don't have to go into this little sidebar on the left for experimental.
Yeah, to be able to play games on it.
Yep. Which makes it great for iOS owners that they can now actually not have what's known as a subpar experience. Like, it's now more or less optimized to run on it. And yeah, like cutting down the data usage by like 40% is, especially for those that have, data caps, can actually do quite a bit for them. Especially like, let's say you're trying to get into gaming relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easy. Yeah. That's what I love about cloud gaming. So you don't really need anything.
Yep.
You can use it with any controller if you want. You can use it. You can buy their controller. And that goes for like Luna, anybody really.
Yep.
Except for PlayStation, you have to buy their controller for the most part.
Yep. You gotta buy their controller, and when you're using it on your computer, like you either have to get the dedicated Bluetooth, the PlayStation dongle, or plug in your controller directly to get full access.
What the Bluetooth on it just doesn't work?
Bluetooth on it does work, but limited in its features.
Okay. I don't know. My new motherboard doesn't have Bluetooth anymore, so like I don't even have Bluetooth now.
Yep. I mean, I don't mind sending you in a letter a little Bluetooth dongle for a USB.
I have one somewhere.
Yep. I got like 3 of them since all of our computers have Bluetooth and
they're
not built in. But
okay. I lost the dock. Where did it go? Okay, I found it again.
So yeah. 2.7 gigabytes per hour versus 4.5 for its 720p.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yep. So,
and if you're on a phone, 720p is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unless your phone is the size of an iPad, you're fine. Like, I'm playing Death Stranding on my phone using Steam Link at the moment.
Oh, you bought it on PC? I thought you were playing it on PS Now for some reason.
No. Is it on PlayStation now?
I don't know. I just assumed it was.
No, I bought it on PC.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was originally playing on a different version of it, but I couldn't transfer my save from that to my Steam. So I had to start my Steam up from the very beginning again. But I just got a trainer and just quickly speed run up to where I left off.
Stay cheating.
Yeah, I'm cheating.
Stop playing the game, Rob!
Stop playing the game. Dude,
I said play the game.
I am.
Correctly.
I've played it correctly twice.
Nah, I don't want to hear that.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this first chapter again like 3 times. Let me get back to like where I was 25 hours later. I had to catch up on about 25 hours worth of gameplay. But I am caught back up to where I was, which is nice.
That's good.
Yep. So now I can play it as normal.
Yeah. I don't like it. I tried it. I played it for like a week and I was like, not for me.
Dude.
Not a game for me.
It is 100%. And of course, Stella loves the aesthetics of it as well. No surprise. So one of our next big purchases is we're going to get the fragile jacket for her.
Okay.
Which is only $200 in leather.
Oh, wow.
For everything.
That's a lot. I can afford that.
Yeah. But
you want to get into the last news story?
Yep, last news stories before we get into the topic of the show. Ubisoft doubles down on Stadia with Rainbow Six Extraction, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, and more. So yeah, this last Saturday, Ubisoft had their Ubisoft Forward. It was middling. However, we were able to see more of what Rainbow Six Extraction is, as well as a release date, as well as a bunch of other games. So yeah, Rainbow Six Extraction's coming soon to Stadia. And it's also realizing I can't actually put it in full screen when I have the window already in full screen. So
Yeah.
But with this though, yeah, you're pretty much having like a Rainbow Six style gameplay, but with more PvE elements, similar to how like Terrorist Hunt was, except
Yep.
more refined and adding some extra things to fight. Adding a little element of like a more tactical Left 4 Dead in terms of you're fighting against zombies and aliens. But yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm real excited about that.
But yeah.
A lot of people said it didn't like how it looked, but I'm real excited.
Dude, I'm 100% all for it. So
Yeah.
that's a great thing about having Ubisoft Plus is some people aren't interested in it because they don't have Ubisoft Plus or don't feel like, paying the $15 a month for it is, worth it for Ubisoft games.
Yeah.
But when you're able to get games like that day one and, just...
And most of the time you get all the DLC too, because they give you the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah. Because, that's how I did Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which, actually, going back, I did play a little bit more of that. Only a little bit.
I have not touched it since it came out.
Yep. But yeah, a full list of new games coming as well, besides Avatar, Frontier, and whatnot, is, let's see, Rainbow Six Siege coming out June 30th, Watch Dogs Legion's Bloodline DLC coming out July 6th, The Crew 2 Season 3 expansion coming out July 7th, Riders Republic coming out September 2nd, which is on my fantasy draft, because nobody else put it on theirs. And for some reason...
no one even thought about that game.
Yep. However, Mitch, our friend of the show, Mitch, doesn't think this game looks fun. You know what? Screw it. I'm pausing this. I'm actually going to open up. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to Riders Republic. Yeah, because, you know what? This game, absolutely fun. It has that fun aesthetic to it. It has a bunch of different games to play with your friends. Like, it's a better version of Steep. And he thought that that just straight snowboarding game, I want to say that was during the Xbox conference.
Shredded, yeah.
Yeah, Shredded. He thinks that looks better than this.
I'm trying to get it in my fantasy league critics. I don't know what my password is.
Yep. That's a good question. Honestly, mine is just automatically logged in.
Yeah, mine's not for some reason anymore.
Yep, but the fun thing is this game is also on Ubisoft Plus, also coming to Stadia. And yeah, Rainbow Six Extraction coming out September 16th. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Siege of Paris expansion coming summer 2021. As well as they also had another, I want to say, teaser for what's coming afterwards. I can't remember exactly what it was.
You talking about during the Ubisoft one?
Yeah. Unless they showed the Siege of Paris before it was them showing off the Ireland one. Which, that could be the case. Because, yeah, you also get, in Ubisoft Plus, like you said, the DLCs. Which includes that, the one that's, the Ireland DLC. But yeah, Far Cry 6 coming October 6th. Just Dance 2022 coming out November 4th. And Avatar Frontiers of Pandora coming out 2022. And that, my friends, has been the news. Woo. Woo. Yeah. I can turn Ant down a little bit.
Oh, am I super loud?
Yep, but... Oh, you know what? It's not because you're loud. It's because I have Discord set loud.
Oh.
Yeah, because I have it set to 150%.
Yeah.
Because while I'm playing games...
Mm.
Let's see.
Why you put me so loud? Damn.
No, I put everybody loud. Because, like, I want to be able to have good volume on my game. But I also want to be able to hear you guys if I'm playing something. So let's see. How do I change your volume without going too far into it? Alright, let's open you up here. Come on. There we go. Put you full screen. There we go. Yeah, I also had you set to 200%. On 150% full output volume. Plus another 100%. God.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, but now that we
Hey
have,
Rob, did you drop the rumored Metal Gear Solid remake by Bluepoint?
I did.
Yeah, because it's available.
Yep, I dropped that, but you know what? I'm still keeping the rumored KOTOR remake. At least,
Okay.
at least I think I am. Because yeah, I did put a bid for another game that was announced during one of the events. I can't remember what it is, so I'll find out. Find out soon. Oh yeah, I put $16 on a game.
Why? How much money do you have left? Whatever. Continue.
I have
Let's talk about E3.
$66.
Let's talk about E3.
Yeah, let's talk about E3 because that's part of our fantasy drafts. And yeah, like there was a lot of great announcements that came out of there. Do you want to go back and forth? Did you make a list of what your favorite announcements were, or?
No, I just got them up here.
Yep. I decided to, put mine down. I'll start with what's not the Xbox really fast, and then we'll go into what we loved about the Xbox event. But the first thing I enjoyed, of course, was during the Summer Game Fest, was them showing off Elden Ring for the first time. Its actual gameplay and everything. You know what? It is 100% a Soulsborne game that's open world with horses. It is the Breath of the Wild of Souls games. And going into Breath of the Wild, today's announcement of and showcase of Breath of the Wild 2. Well, really, it's just a sequel to Breath of the Wild. It's not really Breath of the Wild 2. But yeah, I mean, seeing as it's now taking inspiration from Skyward Sword and whatnot for the Sky Islands, that's definitely going to be interesting for the series. And then
I don't think they really showed much, so like I really don't have an opinion on it. But I liked Breath of the Wild, so I assume I would like this.
Yep, I mean it's more Breath of the Wild with Sky Islands now, similar to how Skyward Sword was. But my last favorite announcement was Homeworld 3 is now in production, baby. Let's go. But yeah, God, there was also a lot of actually before I get into Xbox, do you have any non-Xbox things you liked during the show?
Guardians reveal, I'm real intrigued by that, especially that it's single player. It's not a games as a service. It's what I wanted Avengers to be. I'm gonna keep my eye on that game. Hopefully, it's good. And I love Deus Ex, and that's who's making it. People made that, so.
Yep. Slightly different style, but we'll see. I'm interested to see what it's gonna be like. But I don't know how excited I am for that game in particular. That might be one I pick up at a later date. I know for a fact Mitch is gonna pick that one up day one. I'm pretty sure he already has it pre-ordered. Did pre-orders go up on the game? I don't know. Does he already have one?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
100%. I'm pretty sure Mitch went to Square Enix itself, and he drove all the way to Montreal. And
gave him $80 and pre-ordered it.
I think it's more than that in Canadian.
It's like 80 or 90. It depends on what version. If it's a next gen price or a previous gen price.
Yep.
Okay. What else were you excited for?
Oh, the Devolver Digital Game Pass Plus Max.
I never heard of this. What is this?
Okay, so during the Devolver Digital, they added a subscription service that you're able to join for free.
Oh.
Yep. That gives you access to a catalog of games eventually. Right now they have some premium purchases that you can do. That's
so you're just buying the games. Gotcha.
Yes. Hold up. Let me make sure I get the name of this correctly. Because I did subscribe to this. Yeah, Devolver Max Pass Plus. I'm putting this up on the screen. Because, yeah. The new era of monetization as a service. A completely free subscription service. Devolver Max Plus is a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers paying for content under the warm blanket of a subscription service. A no-cost subscription service for top-tier consumers that unlocks access to dozens, possibly hundreds of dozens, of premium purchases available only to the most important users.
So they're making you sign up. to buy games. Gotcha.
Yep.
That's what you're doing.
Dude, and every game announcement they had, it was like Max Pass Plus Premium purchase.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great showcase.
Okay. Sure.
I love watching Devolver Digital, and like the games may not always be the greatest, but the way they market them makes it. Oh yeah, don't forget the non-fuckwithable tape. They're NFT. Where you were able to buy the tape that had the entire show on it for like I want to say what $500,000, $1,000.
Why?
It's an NFT. It's an NFT.
Whatever.
It's a non-fuckwithable tape.
I'm done with this. Okay, so.
Oh, don't even get me started on the suits for $500.
Okay, what I was excited for, I'm be honest with you, the entire Ubisoft presentation I thought was really good. I know they didn't really show too much.
Yeah.
But like the fact that they're all in on cloud gaming. And I appreciate that.
100%.
They're like, fuck it. You people want to play games on cloud? Here's games for you.
Yeah. And like a lot of games.
Yeah. And the nice thing is like you can buy these games or use the Ubisoft Plus on 2 of the streaming services.
Yep.
So
I know we were looking forward to an announcement of Ubisoft Plus coming to consoles, but oh well.
Yeah, I was hoping, but that didn't happen.
No.
But yeah, like all the games they're announcing, like I'm looking at your list now, and most of them are Ubisoft games. Some of them are Ubisoft. No, that's the one above it.
Yeah.
That's all the Ubisoft games above it.
yeah, that's all of the Ubisoft announcements.
Wow, I'm blind. Okay, but yeah, everything they announced for cloud, I'm really excited for.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Because you'll just be able to just jump right.
And I don't have to pay for any of them. Well, I pay for them monthly, but I don't have to like pay up front for them. I can just play them.
Let's see. I mean, you'd probably have to pay $300+ if you wanted to buy all of those games.
Yeah, but I'm probably paying that monthly anyway.
Yeah. But you know what? At least you get access to.
Oh no, $180. I'm paying $180 a year.
You know what? And actually, thinking about it, remember you get the Ultimate Edition of all the games too.
Yeah, so it's plus the season pass.
Yeah, plus season passes. So you're saving money.
Oh shit.
But I know not everybody can spend $15 a month. That's why they usually do. Save up money and do one large purchase.
I just broke my side cutters because I slid the thing off, and now the spring is gone.
Yep. Also, I also forgot to mention that Ubisoft Plus at the moment is 60% off for your first month.
Yeah, too bad I'm already paid for it, so that doesn't help me at all.
Same here.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for nothing, Rob, you piece of shit.
Yep. Absolutely my fault. I'm in charge of Ubisoft Plus, and I'm the reason why you can't get the $8 a month. It's like getting get this Xbox Game Pass code when you you get one of these when you get a new controller.
That Sony conference was 100% the best thing. It started and ended so quick. It was great.
Yep. Come on.
So yeah, Rob. So much for a sub 30-minute show. Just give you a heads up.
Yep. Well, I mean, this is the topic of the show. Usually we spend this much time talking about the news.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll get into a topic of the show.
So what you got next, Rob?
Next, let's do. I want to do a quick highlight of what I enjoyed of the Xbox announcements. Only a few of them. I know I was definitely excited for a lot of the games that they announced during the showcase, and yeah, like I said, if you want to watch more of it, look up Addictive Nerds React for the Xbox Bethesda and Xbox Game Showcase. But I mean, to start it off, besides them showing Starfield, I mean Starfield, of course. I'm looking forward to the next Bethesda game, and what better way for Starfield to be released on 11/11/22. Yeah, I had to drop Starfield because it's not coming out this year. So sad. It's like I've been saying it's gonna come out this November.
I told you it wasn't coming. Granted, it's farther than I thought because I said spring.
Yep. Honestly, 11/11/22, great day for it. Because it is the 11-year anniversary of Skyrim.
No one cares. Move on.
Yep.
Okay, so Xbox stuff. Starfield looked good. I'll be honest with you. Like, the thing is, everything at the Xbox conference looks great. But I think one of my number one things that are coming out soon is 12 minutes or whatever it's called. 12 minutes, right? Is that what it's called?
Yes,
12 minutes. the cast they have in that fucking game is crazy. And I remember seeing like a demo of that game like 10 years ago, and like how far it's come. Like I cannot wait.
Yeah, between that and Tunic, whenever that game comes out. Wait, isn't there a demo for it right now?
What, 12 minutes?
No, Tunic.
Oh, Tunic here is.
So it's actually playable. Well, yeah, I mean, Sort of Games is talking about in chat, as if you're paying attention to the video portion of the podcast. Sort of Games brings up everything is coming to Game Pass. Everything. Everything? Everything. If it's not on Game Pass, it'll be there soon. Is it not going to be here soon? That's because it's a Sony first party. You can't even say that. Sony first party game known as MLB The Show came to Game Pass.
True story. Really happened.
Yeah, a Game Pass game that when you boot it up, besides Xbox.
That's PlayStation.
Yep, PlayStation Studios, right there. But yeah, but not everything is coming, because I know the Ubisoft game, because they showed off Far Cry at Xbox. That's not coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, they had 27 games. No, they had 30 games and 27 were on Game Pass.
Yep.
Day one.
The 3 games that I think, yeah. The
Battlefield, Diablo,
and Battlefield.
And Far Cry.
Yep, Far Cry.
Yeah.
Which Battlefield 2042 gameplay looks...
That game looks... I'm excited.
Yeah. Dude, I am 100% ready to jump into that.
Oh, Rob, guess what just finished installing? Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yes. Because that was another announcement. Of course, it was coming eventually. Yakuza Like a Dragon, available now on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
And has touch controls on cloud. Which,
nice.
Honestly, the game...
Because it's turn-based, right?
Yeah, it's turn-based.
Yeah, so it's totally playable with touch controls.
Yeah, 100%. Plus, it's probably one of the best mobile kart racers you're going to play as well. Yeah, there's a whole, like, Yakuza, like, kart racer. Like, similar to, like, Mario Kart and, like, Crash Team Racing. Where you got power-ups you pick up, you got weapons, you got boost pads, tracks. Like, a whole storyline. Like, there's more story to this than Mario Kart. And, like, and you're getting that inside of this game. Plus, of course, you get the myriad of other wonderful side stories and Sega games built into it, including Virtua Fighter 5, that's also been released multiple times on PlayStation Now.
Yep. No, we have not talked about Nintendo, because we kind of did.
Yeah.
Nintendo didn't have anything. Like, nothing. The only thing of interest in Nintendo's conference that I say I was, like, remotely interested is Breath of the Wild 2 and then the new Metroid. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about anything else they showed.
Dude, you know
because
what? They said something about Metroid Prime 4. That's all I care about.
I mean, they really didn't know. They just said, we know you're excited about the next Metroid. They didn't even call it Metroid Prime 4. They said the next Metroid.
The next Metroid Prime.
But they didn't say Metroid Prime 4. So, like, I still got points on that for our,
hey,
our prediction.
66% is a D, and that's still passing.
But, like, they didn't show anything. But I'm not, like, a huge Nintendo person anyway. Like, Mario Party should have been DLC. And they're making an entirely another game for it.
Yeah. After just releasing the multiplayer update for the Super Mario Party.
Yeah. I think Nintendo probably had the worst. Conch Media, is that what it was? I heard they had the worst one. Didn't watch it.
Yeah,
heard it was real bad.
Yeah, real bad. It was absolutely terrible. People say that what was it? Square Enix was worse. It's like, no, it's not. They did not watch Coach Media. But I mean, there was some announcements. Because, you had the Metroid, what was it? Dread? Which, from what Nick was saying, is... It
was a canceled Game Boy Advance game.
I know.
Or DS game.
Yeah, canceled DS game.
Yeah.
What does DS stand for?
Dual screen.
Oh. That makes sense.
Really? Did you not know that?
Never cared until, like, you know what? What does it mean?
I mean, Square Enix is real bad too because I didn't get my fucking Kingdom Hearts MMO. Like, I didn't get my fucking Union Cross remake like I wanted.
Yep.
They need to bring that story to normal people who didn't pay the mobile game.
Yep. Honestly, I'm excited for Life is Strange True Colors as well, because that's probably gonna
That's not my type of game.
Dude, it's gonna be coming on Game Pass next year. Oh yeah, we got the edgy Final Fantasy Origins.
Hey, we already got that. Wasn't it called Final Fantasy 15? Was edgy Final Fantasy?
No, because this is Origins, which is a Soulsborne style game.
Oh, the demo's out, right?
Yep.
I got to download that.
I think you can play it now.
Yeah, it works now, apparently. Look, I don't give a fuck what Nomura says. He has lied before, 100%. And he's also Nomura, so he just does whatever he wants.
I mean, Hades lied about them not coming to Game Pass.
100%. No, was it Hades? No, Xbox lied about it. They were like, well, Xbox said that it's not coming to Xbox, and then it came out. It's coming out to Xbox. But Rob, do you have anything else you were excited for with E3, or you want to just wrap up the show?
Well, let's see. Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite. I was sold in the original trailer. I didn't think it looked terrible, but people was like, this game looks bad. And I'm like, I don't fucking know what you guys talking about. It looks like Halo.
Yep.
But people love to complain about graphics, so.
Yep. But, I mean, it definitely looked better this time around. Plus, that they showed off multiplayer, including a whole 12-minute demo, which you can watch.
I have not watched it yet. I have to watch it.
Yep. But, yeah, and I mean, like, when they were bringing it into the story, it's like
don't you guys own phones? That was definitely one of the Square Enix definitely had a "don't you guys own phones" moment.
Yep.
With the 1 through 6.
God.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I love the Xbox conference. I thought they had the best show. It was entertaining. It was real quick. They had a couple of slowdowns, but like nothing worse than anybody else. Like Ubisoft had a lot of slowdowns.
Yep. Because honestly, there wasn't that much, developer talk.
Yeah.
For these games.
There was like 2 segments they showed. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Battlefield. And whatchamacallit? And Forza.
Yep.
I think those are the only 2.
Yep. And Forza 5. Like, that also looks like a lot of fun.
I'm not a racing person, but
Well, it's more of like an arcade racer versus a simulation racer, which is nice. I mean, it's I think getting you off-road would be a lot of fun, especially just going out and exploring and doing some fun games. Because it looks very much like a Trackmania, because they've added like a whole, create your own map mode into it for launch.
Sort of. I haven't been blown away by E3 in years, I'm going to be honest with you. But I also have no expectations, so I'm never let down. Because when you have no expectations, you're fine.
I think the most hype moment was watching the original reveal trailer for Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
And watching that rendezvous. The one where the plane goes straight up, guy jumps out with the rocket launcher, shoots the other plane, lands back in the helicopter, or lands back in the plane, and flies off. Oh.
All right. So, you want to wrap it up, Rob?
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. This has been the Stratus Gaming Podcast. Each and every Tuesday, we come here live at twitch.tv/addictive-nerds to give you all the news and more about cloud gaming and whatever gaming announcements really show up. I've been Robbie Rob. You can find me at Robbie Rob almost everywhere. And that's been Antgore. You can find him anywhere at Antgore06. You got anything else left you want to say? Anything you want to pitch?
Nope, I'm tired. I'm going to go take a nap.
Yep.
Anyways, well, I actually go to sleep. It's like 9. It's like 10 o'clock. So it's like I'm going to sleep is what I'm doing.
Yep. So anyways, it's nap time now. So everybody, rest well, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.